Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the All-Star Offline Racing Series. It's been a few weeks since we've had a race, and it feels great to be back. Hopefully, you guys have had a good few last weeks without watching these races. If you guys haven't seen on TV, I think it's on FS1, I guess it was, the iRacing Pro Invitational thing started last week. That was a lot of fun to watch that. If you haven't seen it, you can look on, I think on NASCAR's YouTube page. You can find it. They have the whole race there, and they have the highlights. It was a pretty cool thing. And if you haven't tried iRacing, if you guys have got the money to spend on a membership and on a steering wheel, it is a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend it. I've been doing more iRacing in the last few days than I have in recent months, and it's just, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. You don't really need a big steering wheel either. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, or if you don't have a lot to spend on it, or don't know if you're going to like it, get an old steering wheel. I have one that's, I think it's a Logitech Wingman from like 2001, 2002, and that thing works fine. I can be pretty competitive with it, so anyway, just something to think about. Qualifying is underway. Cody Rhodes, the 87, he gets the pole so far. Remember that 46 truck, Dylan Eberheim, and he is the points leader after race number 8. We're in race 9 right now out of 14. So after tonight, 5 more races left in the truck series. Dylan Eberheim and Jacob Britt and Tim Zimmer, they're the top 3 drivers in trucks right now. Jacob Britt starting 3rd. He's 2nd in points. Well, not now. Jacob Britt has the pole. He jumps to the top of the chart. Dylan Eberheim, and he gains 2 positions. And Tim Zimmer, I think he is pretty far back. Tim Zimmer back in 31st. So, very interesting right there. Looks like Jacob Britt will have the pole for tonight's truck race. So Jacob Britt, the pole sitter here at Kansas. 67 laps is the distance. We will have a competition caution at lap 33. Not a competition caution. That's the end of the stage. So, again, the top 10 drivers, they get stage points. Stage points are everything. In the series, we have seen the points change so much in the last 5 or so races because of the stage points. A lot of drivers still have a shot to win the series. It just depends on stage points. If you get points, you are probably going to skyrocket yourself in the points and get to the front. And here we go. So the 21 Jacob Britt on the pole. Second place is the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. We've got the 16 of Caleb Johnson, the 49, Alex Johnson. He is subbing for Alexander Jones and Alvin Jones in both the Cup and the Truck Series. The 87, that is Alejandro Rodriguez. The 75, Eric Jacks. 25 of Laura Lee Wiebe. The 54 of Colton Harmon. Got the 33, Logan York. He is looking for a good finish tonight. 27th in points. The 46, Dylan Eberheim, starts beside him in 10th place. We've got the 41, Leland Fife. The 8 of Ron Jackson. The 7 of Bruce Zero, the 45 of Ryan Benjamin, the 13 of Tavis Haken, the 83. The 83 is Alejandro Rodriguez. The 87 is actually Cody Rhodes. That is my fault there. 24 of Bean Wiebe starting near the front. The 98 of Hunter Blade, another driver who wants a good finish to get himself back in the point series. We have got the 2 of Tyrell Resner, the 17 John Book. They both need good finishes. 63 of Sheila Harmon, the 18 of Damian Singletary. We got the 52 Gavin Jones, the 20 of Yo Carrillo, the 88 Callie Hancock, the 4 of Zach Cronin, 97 of Gary Harmon, the 51 Lindsey Hancock. We've got the 3, that is Axel Zero. Beside him is that 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. We've then got the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Beside Tim is the 15 of Stephen Pollard III, the 23 Brendan Hancock, and the 10 of CJ Williams. That will round out the 34-car field. So next week after Kansas, The Truck Series goes to Chicagoland and then Daytona. And then the final 3 races are the Roval, ISM, and Homestead. So a couple tracks that could really change the points picture in the Truck Series. Saw a pretty good showing at Daytona, and that's always going to be a wild race. But tonight we have Kansas. We're not sure how this race is going to go. 21 of Jacob Britt trying to catch the points leader. 52 points back. He is going to lead the field to the green flag here at Kansas. We are underway. Field going to race down into turn number 1. Top line did not get a good start. Here comes the 16 now of Caleb Johnson. He is now in second, but what about the 87 of Cody Rhodes beside him? Jacob Britt going to try to get further ahead and try to lead the first however many laps he can. 46 Dylan Eberheimen, he is on the bottom line. Trying to make some moves. He is behind the 75 of Eric Jacks, the 49 of Alex Johnson. 3 wide in the turn. Colton almost got turned by the 75 of Eric Jacks. They make contact. But no crash. 3 wide behind Colton now. Dylan Eberheimen behind all of this, but he is starting to catch the front few drivers. Jacob Britt pulling ahead. Oh, a couple cars into the wall hard. Eric Jacks hit Colton Harmon again. Off the turn, there was a little bit of contact further back here. Who is that? That's the 3 of Axel Zero. He goes up the track, hits the 20. Stephen Pollard, the 3rd. He made a great save to miss that. That was almost a huge crash. 3 wide up front here now. Gary Harmon in the back of the 83 of Alejandro Rodriguez. Oh, the points leaders round. Dylan Eberheimen, the 49. The 8, the 41 to 13. Dylan Eberheimen, I think he has heavy damage on his truck. Oh, and there's another crash. Brendan Hancock is around. The 51 of Lindsey Hancock. Caution flag number 1. Gonna be out tonight. The 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne is on pit road. I'm not sure what happened there. This is the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Oh, yeah, Lindsey Hancock stuck on the track. 41 of Leland Fife, heavy damage. Ron Jackson, Brendan Hancock. There's the 46 of Dylan Eberheimen. The points leader started in 10th place. And he is involved in a crash early here at Kansas. Not the way he wanted his race to start. Jeremiah Dwayne is off of pit road. Lindsey Hancock is still on pit road. She will go a lap down. Meanwhile, everybody coming down pit road. Jacob Britt, the race leader, going to lead the field to the pit road. Somebody stayed out. I don't know if they're a lap down. It's not Jeremiah Dwayne. He just came off of pit road. There he is right there, actually. Staying out is the 10 of C.J. Williams, so he is going to be the race leader. Off of pit road, Jacob Britt still getting tires. Looks like Alejandro Rodriguez, or that was John Book, I think. Laura Lee Wiebe. Many others coming down pit road. See Yel Carrillo, John Book, Bean Wiebe, Laura Lee Wiebe. The 83 of Alejandro Rodriguez. So, top 10 definitely has changed already in the beginning of this race. Let's go back and show you what happened to the 46 of Dylan Eberheimen. That is the points leader. He is off pit road, so he is still in this race. Luckily for him. The last 2 laps, or last lap or so before this happened, it was pretty crazy. Looks like the wall comes out a little bit at Kansas off of 4, and that just messed a few people up. Tim Zimmer hard into the wall. He probably got the worst of that damage. And then further ahead here, Brendan Hancock was pushed by Lindsey, and him and Lindsey spin out, and they crash. Go ahead and show you maybe a couple onboard views here, trying to figure out. We can show you Leland Fife's onboard view, see what he saw through this crash. So, you're going to see the 46, he hits the wall. Oh, Leland hit the wall as well. Oh, right into the back of Ron Jackson. He had nowhere to go. Go ahead and show you a little bit further back. Let's go with Brendan Hancock. Actually, who's this? Yeah, let's go with Brendan Hancock. So the crash starts happening, and then they all get past. There was no issues there. Brendan and Lindsay, man, they just made some contact. That's going to be a heated family discussion tonight, I have a feeling. Lindsay Hancock is off of pit road. So the 41 of Leland Fife out of the race. We have one to go until the green flag. 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne is a lap down. Lindsay Hancock 2 laps down. Go through the top 10 drivers here. We've got CJ Williams, Alejandro Rodriguez, the 83, 25 of Laura Lee Wiebe, the 24 Bean Wiebe, the 17 of John Book. They are the top 5. In 6th place is the 20 of Yale Carrillo. 7th is the pole sitter. That's Jacob Britt. 8th is Zach Cronin. 9th, Caleb Johnson. And 10th is Logan York. So a few names up front that we don't really talk about too much. A lot of drivers having issues. CJ Williams trying to gain as many points as he can. He is 407 points back from the race lead. A lot of drivers like Zach Cronin, John Book, Logan, Bean, Laura Lee, they are pretty far back in the points. So being up here in the top 10, we're going to be closing in on the end of the stage pretty quickly, I believe. Jeremiah Dwayne on the inside of CJ Williams. We are going to get the green flag in the air. We're back underway here at Kansas, and the 2 cars on the inside are going to be a little bit slower than the rest of the field. Battle up front already for the race lead. Look at Alejandro Rodriguez going past the 10 of CJ Williams. Bean Wiebe and Laura Lee Wiebe back here now. These drivers, they are falling like a rock. This could create some issues. 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. He is very slow on the track. He just has not had a good season. Not a good year at all. Unfortunate for that driver. 98 of Hunter Blade is on pit road. And are they wrecking? No. The 8 of Ron Jackson, the 98 of Hunter Blade, they are on pit road. That stacked up the entire field. Up front, battle for the lead, the 25 of Laura Lee Wiebe. She is going to try to take the lead away from Alejandro. Down into turn number 3, she is going to get on the inside line. The inside looks to be the preferred line. Here comes the 24 of Bean Wiebe now, the 10 of CJ Williams. As well, Bean now on the outside line, 3 wide for second. Laura Lee going to take the lead away. Here comes the 10 of CJ Williams and the 21 of Jacob Britt. The pole sitter is back to the front. Top 6 drivers within about a half a second of each other. CJ Williams gets past Laura Lee. Laura Lee fighting back on the outside line, though. She's going to try to hold on to the lead. Right behind her, Bean Wiebe. They're still side by side for the race lead. We have about 22 laps until the caution flag will come out for the end of the stage. Driver who gets back at the start-finish line will get 50 stage points. Driver coming down pit road, or off the pit road, that's Ron Jackson. He is going to merge up in front of the field. Everybody, I think, can get by him without any issues. And there's a lot of drivers back here that are going to get slowed down. The 18 of Damian Singletary, the 52 of Gavin Jones. They're slowed down a little bit. I don't think Ron has a lot of damage. Tim Zimmer is on pit road. There's a car through the grass. That's the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. Up the track, and he will save it. John Book is on pit road. A lot of drivers came down. I don't understand why. 46 of Dylan Everheim, he is up to 21st. That's the points leader. Jacob Britt, 2nd place in the race. He is looking to get some stage points. CJ Williams back out front. A lot of racing behind them. So now the top 7 drivers are up here. 16 of Caleb Johnson. He has made his way towards the front. Tim Zimmer going to merge up the track. I think everyone's pretty well spread out. I don't think we're going to have any issues there. Battle for the lead. Jacob Britt going back to the front. Here comes the 4 of Zach Cronin. If Zach can get some stage points and finish strong tonight, he could possibly be back in the points chase. He's 33rd right now, but 407 points back. It's going to be pretty tough. But top three drivers are within 100 points of each other. Everyone else is 100 or more points back in the points series. A lot of drivers have caught the leaders. We have a huge pack of cars now. Right in front of the leaders, the 17 of John Book. He is about to go a lap down. Another lap down. A lot of drivers are a lap or more down. Hunter Blade in 27th. Jeremiah Dwayne and John Book are all one lap down. John's about to go a second lap down. Lindsey Hancock, Tim Zimmer, Ron Jackson, and the 13 of Tavis Haken are all one lap down. John Book going to go a lap down now. Behind them, a lot of racing. 2 and 3 wide back here. I don't think John's going to hold these drivers up too much. There's the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. He is about to go a third lap down now, and he is going to slow the field up. And we have a new race leader, the 24, Bean Weeby to the front. Zach Cronin second. Last two drivers in points now, first and second in the race. Drivers racing aggressively back here, trying to get past that 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. He has got a lot of damage on his car, pretty slow on the track. A lot of 2 and 3 wide. Points leader, or second place in points, he gets by. Up front, Bean Weeby leading this race. Zach Cronin second. Third, Alejandro Rodriguez. Fourth, Gary Harmon. Fifth place now, Eric Jacks at 75. Off of the turn, Jeremiah Dwayne. Ooh, Laura Lee Weeby, and I think that was Logan York hit the wall. Off of turn 4. Up front, it's still the 24 of Bean Weeby out front. Look where some of the other drivers are. See Dylan Eberheim, he has fallen back to 26. That's a points leader. So it does not look like he is going to have a good day or good night. Oh, Logan York is on pit road. I'm assuming that's because he hit the wall that last time by. Logan York now on pit road. That's not going to be good, but he should be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel and tires. Hopefully he can get back to the lead lap. Have to see how much time he loses. He is in pit road now. Here comes the race leaders. Logan York taking tires, so he might actually have a tire down. Logan is going to go one lap down, though. The 24 of Bean Weeby, the race leader. Battling for second. Gary Harmon taking second from Zach. 13 more laps. The caution flag will come out for the end of the stage. Logan York coming off of pit road, so it looks like he is only going to lose one lap. He'll be about a lap and a half down, but he should be a little bit faster than the race leaders. Zach Cronin gets past Gary Harmon. Now he is going for the race lead over Bean Weeby. Here comes the 75 of Eric Jacks. Eric won at Martinsville earlier this season. Gary Harmon falling back to 5th place. Battling for the lead. Bean Weeby trying to hold off the 4 of Zach Cronin. I think he's going to do it for the time being. He will lead this lap. Can he clear the 4? Still green flag. And the 4 of Zach Cronin is going to get past Bean Weeby. Now 3 wide again for second. Alejandro backs off just a little bit. The 52 of Gavin Jones is the final driver that can get stage points. Behind him is the 2 of Tyrell Resner, the 18, Damian Singletary, and Ryan Benjamin, all right behind that 52 truck. Zach Cronin led that lap. Now here comes the 75 of Eric Jacks. Bean Weeby is coming back as well, trying to take second place. See what Logan's last lap time was. Last lap was a 31-second lap, so he's actually a little slower than these leaders. See if he gets a little faster here. 30.8 for Logan York. He is a little slower than the race leaders. It's kind of weird. Logan must have some kind of issue going on with his truck other than just a flat tire or something. Let's take the time to go through the standings while we're kind of at a less eventful point in this race. See the top 10 up in the top left there in the standings. 11th through 20th place here. Tim Zimmer, he was trapped one lap down. He is third in points. Brendan Hancock and Callie Hancock trying to get to the front. Callie is in 16th place. Brendan, I don't know where he is in the race. Brendan's back in 18th place. So the Hancock's not doing too well. Eric Jackson's up near the front. Brew Zero not doing too well. He is back in 21st. Dylan Eberheim at the points leader, 25th, about to go a lap down. He's trying to stay on the lead lap for everything he's got. If he goes a lap down this early in the race, it's going to be almost impossible for him to get his lap back. Leaders are catching that 22, Jeremiah Dwayne, so we're going to ride on with that driver, the 22. He is going to hold the race leaders up, and this is going to allow a lot of drivers to catch up to that 75 of Eric Jacks. One driver out of the race, that is Leland Fife, but the way they're racing, there's going to be another wreck. If not now, probably at the restart after the stage. Oh, CJ Williams, Jeremiah Dwayne, they make contact. Tyra Resner's around the 2, and I think that's the 83. Oh, there's going to be a huge crash. The 63, Sheila Harmon, hard into the 2 of Tyrell. So caution flag out. A lot of drivers on pit road. You see Sheila Harmon, heavy damage. CJ Williams coming down. Caution flag number 2, and this is right before the end of the stage. So it's going to be probably a 2-lap shootout for the end of the stage. Sheila Harmon had a great race going until that happened. CJ Williams is on pit road. And there's going to be a lot of drivers coming down pit road for tires. Logan York might stay out, so Logan might be able to get his lap back. We'll have to see. A lot of things happening now in this race. Looks like a couple drivers stayed out. Wow, quite a bit, actually. John Book stays out. Oh, sorry, wait, no. He is a lap down, my bad. Let's see, out of all the race leaders, I think all these drivers are a lap down. The 17, the 22, that's the 51, the 8, the 50, the 13, the 33, the 98. Yeah, they are all one lap down, so everybody off pit road. Wow, look at that. The 63, Sheila Harmon. That doesn't have a left fender, but she's back in the race. Something we don't usually see. Normally, a driver does not have just a fender missing. That driver, she's going to probably have a pretty slow truck. So I think the 4 of Zach Cronin will be the leader. Zach trying to get some stage points. Looks like Logan York and many others are going to come down pit road. 33 of Sheila Harmon, she's a lap down. She might be on the lead lap. Well, let's go back and show you what happened. It was not Zach Cronin. I believe it was Tyrell Resner. I mean, that was quite the wreck, that's for sure. Second caution of the night. And it happened when they caught that 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. So CJ almost spins the 22 out, and then the 2 and the 10, they make contact. And from there, it's just everybody involved. And Sheila Harmon had nowhere to go. The 98 of Hunter Blade somehow made it by. Actually, I think that was the 88 of Callie Hancock. And you see there's a huge stack up here as drivers come down pit road. Let's go ahead and watch from the 88 of Callie Hancock and see what she saw. Yep, my bad. That was the 88, not the 98 of Hunter Blade. So, riding with Callie Hancock. The crash starts up here, and then right in front of her is Sheila Harmon. Whew. Callie made it by without really any damage. She scraped the wall a little bit, but nothing too bad. I think we have the one to go already in this race. We do. Well, look at this. The 63, Sheila Harmon. She is in front of not only her, but the 10 of CJ Williams. Both drivers starting on the outside line. They are not on the lead lap. Well, technically they are, but they are not in contention for the stage win. That 4 of Zach Cronin is the race leader. He has got cars on the inside of him and cars in front of him. So the 17, the 33, the 51, and possibly others could get their laps back. This time by, it's lap 32. On lap 33, we will throw the caution after everybody makes it past the start-finish line. And then that will be the end of the stage once the drivers get back to the start-finish line. If they crash before lap 33, before they take lap 33, we will have to go with green, white, checkered on the stage. So the 4 of Zach Cronin, the race leader, and we are back underway. The 63 Sheila Harmon going to slow the entire outside line up. Logan York, Lindsey Hancock, and many others going to get their laps back. They're pulling away already from the race leader. CJ Williams still in front of the 4 of Zach Cronin. Here comes the 75, Eric Jackson on the outside line. Huge stack up with the race leaders behind the drivers that just got ahead of these cars. Zach Cronin now on the inside line. He will get past. Gary Harmon now stuck behind the 10. So Zach Cronin pulling ahead now. Oh, there's a crash back here almost. Maybe not. They don't crash. Not yet. That was Eric Jackson. I think CJ Williams or Laura Lee Wiebe or somebody. So, let's see. The yellow flag is out for the end of the stage. Can they get back without crashing now? Remember, the top 10 will get stage points. A lot of drivers, I think, just got their laps back if they can continue to hold it. Back here, the 3 of Axel Zero up to second place. He is not going to get the stage win. You see that yellow truck in the middle there. He is the race leader. Zach Cronin will get the stage win. He will get 50 points in his championship season. And they somehow make it without crashing. Oh, and they're crashing under caution. The 49, Alex Johnson, is around. I think the 87 spun him out. So the end of the stage, Zach Cronin with 50 points. Other drivers, the 3 of Axel Zero, second. The 25, Laura Lee Wiebe. The 7 of Bruce Zero. The 45, Ryan Benjamin. They're the top 5 drivers. Some cars coming down pit road, I think. Laura Lee going to come down pit road. The 20 of Yo Carrillo. The 21 of Jacob Britt. 75, Eric Jackson. 52, Gavin Jones. And the 23 of Brendan Hancock. They all receive stage points. And getting their laps back, Hunter Blade, Logan York. They are both back on the lead lap. The 51, she is back 1 lap down. The 50 is a lap down to 17. A lot of drivers now only 1 lap down. Oh, man, oh, man. This race is starting to get crazy. The points leader up to 14th, but he misses out on more stage points. Jacob Britt got 25 stage points, so he is closing in on Dylan Eberheimen. See Logan York, he is now on the lead lap. He came down, got tires. The 49, that's Alex Johnson. He was involved in that crash after the caution came out. And 25, Laura Lee Wiebe, she comes down pit road to get some tires and fuel. So the end of the stage, we're a little over halfway now in the truck series. Driver on the apron, I think that's Tim Zimmer. No, that's Colton Harmon. So Colton Harmon has issues. He is not coming down pit road for some reason. And the 63, Sheila Harmon, coming down as well as some of the other lap drivers. I don't know what's going on with Colton, but he just kind of, I don't know if he missed pit road, but he has an issue. So we're about ready to go back to green flag. Might have the final green flag stretch. Zach Cronin getting the stage win. And one driver I wanted to say something about, Bean Weeby, the 24. He is, I don't know where he is. He's back. Wow, he's in 32nd, 2 laps down. I didn't see that happen. He must have come down pit road or something. But I don't know what happened with that 24 truck. He was up in the top 10. And now he is back in 32nd, so he is probably not going to have another good truck race. 4 DNFs for him in 9 races so far. He is in this race, so hopefully he can continue in this race and get a finish at least. Meantime, this is probably going to be a very wild restart. A lot of drivers on the inside line are a lap or more down. The 10 of CJ Williams, he did get one of his laps back, but he is still 1 lap down. Jeremiah Dwayne, he is pretty slow, so we'll have to see how this works. I think a lot of drivers are going to get past these lap trucks. See a lot of them on the inside line. There's about 10 trucks, I think. About 8 or 9, something like that, or that are a lap or more down, and some of them are pretty well damaged. So 30 laps to go this time by here at Kansas. The original All-Star Offline Racing gang, the top 6 drivers, have been in Season 1 and Season 2, and then you got Eric Jacks behind them. And Brendan Hancock as well, the only 2 drivers in the top 10 that have not completed 2 seasons. Green flag back in the air. Ryan Benjamin did not get a good start there in 4th place. We're going to watch some of these lap trucks. They're probably going to cause some issues. Battle for the lead. Axel Zero does take the lead away from Zach Cronin. So let's go back up front for now. So Axel Zero to the front. Here comes the 45, Ryan Benjamin. Haven't talked about him really at all this race. He's doing pretty good. He is pretty far back in the points. He got some stage points. Now he is up battling for the lead. Back here, there's a mess of cars battling with each other. Really about 2 big packs of cars. Jeremiah Dwayne, Tavis Haken, side by side. Jeremiah going to slow the outside line down. Now the 10 of CJ Williams is going to slow them down as well. Everybody back here trying to get past these drivers. Up front, Axel Zero, the race leader. Ryan Benjamin, 2nd. Yel Carrillo trying to take 2nd place away. 28 to go. Jacob Britt and Yel Carrillo almost made some contact. Yel Carrillo up to 2nd place. Whoa, John Book down the apron. Oh, Tyra Resner, John Book into the wall hard. And that is a caution. That could create some pretty big issues for the race leaders if we don't throw the caution flag out. So we don't want that to happen. I don't know if they're still on the track or no. Tyrell Resner, though, involved, that 2 truck and the 17. So unfortunate night now for Tyrell. He was doing decent. Tyler Resner, heavy damage on his car. He might be able to get it back into this race, though. The 3 of Axel Zero is supposed to be the race leader. I don't know why Yel Carrillo is in front of him. It's kind of weird. Tyler Resner on pit road. Can they repair the car, or is he going to retire? Oh, he retires. So his race is over. I think Yel Carrillo is probably going to get a black flag. He enters the pit road as the race leader, and he is not supposed to be the race leader. We'll have to watch for that on the restart. That could jumble up some things. Everybody coming down pit road, though, so we'll have to see who is going to be the race leader once they get off pit road. So coming off of pit road, Yale Carrillo. I think that's the two of Axel Zero, Zach Cronin, Brew Zero, Brendan Hancock, Jacob Britt, Ryan Benjamin, Caleb Johnson, Gavin Jones. Oh, I think that's Caleb Johnson. I don't know. Anyway, let's go show you what happened to the 17 of John Book. Oh, this wreck really started off of turn 4. Wow, watch this. Couple trucks get together. Oh, Dylan Eberheim. No, that's Tim Zimmer. Hit the wall. Looked like John Book went down low. Same with Logan York to try to miss the crash. And John just on the apron. His car is all out of control. Came up the track and Tyrell hard into John and hard into the wall. So Yo Carrillo, the race leader. But again, I think he has a black flag that he's going to have to serve, so we will have to monitor that situation. '63 of Sheila Harmon, she has retired from the race. The 2 of Tyra Resner is out as well, and Leland Fife was out really early in this race. So 8 drivers are a lap or more down. Points leader Dylan Eberheim in 22nd position. Gary Harmon fell back to 23rd. A lot of drivers in the top 10 looking to have good points days. And it looks like that 21, if he can continue in the top 10 in this race, he could be the points leader after tonight. Number 50 of Tim Zimmer, who is 3rd in points, he is back in 25th. He's a lap down. So right now, Tim not having a good race. Gary Harmon as well not having a good run. Brendan Hancock, he's up in 5th place in the race, 5th place in points. He could get into the top 3. Callie Hancock, the 88, she's 6th in points. She's in 13th. She's not having a bad run. Eric Jacks, the 75, he is in 12th. He is 7th in points. Brew Zero up in the top 5 in this race. Cody Rhodes and Tavis Aiken. Tavis Aiken is a lap down. Cody Rhodes is back in 21st. He's not having a good run. So the 24 Bean Weeby on the inside line. Can he get his lap back on this restart? Remember, Bean is 2 laps down. He is in 29th position. '20 of Yo Carrillo, like we said, he could have a black flag, so we're going to have to watch him on the restart just to see if he has to come down pit road. If he does, this could create a massive crash in front of the field. 8 drivers are a lap down on the inside line. 24 Bean Weeby was up in the lead earlier in this race. 2 laps down now. Can he get his lap back, or is he a bit slower than the race leader? Green flag in the air. 23 laps to go. Bean does not get a good start. 20 of Yo Carrillo is going to clear both lines. He is going to race down into turn number 1. Now Bean Weeby side by side with the 3 of Axel Zero. A lot of stack-ups further back in the field. Oh, there's a crash. Gary Harmon's around. 49, Alex Johnson. Huge crash. Oh, the 46, Dylan Eberheim, the points leader. The 54 as well, Colton Harmon. Well, that is going to change everything in the points. Caution flag is back out. The 20 of Yo Carrillo, the race leader. Colton Harmon spins out the 46 of Dylan Eberheim. Dylan Eberheim was only 52 points ahead. Gary Harmon has a lot of damage on the back of his truck. So the points leader is going to be out of the race. My gosh. It's these lap trucks. These lap trucks are really slowing the field. I think everyone's coming back down pit road for some reason. Maybe not. Everyone's staying out. We're nearing the end of this race. We're going to have less than 20 to go on the restart. So Gary Harmon was involved in that crash. Let's go ahead and show you the beginning part of that crash. Gary was en route to have a good finish. So on the backstretch, wow, he went way high. So did Damian Singletary. They were 4 wide for a second. And these drivers tried to make a lot of time up, and Gary just hit the 49. Alex Johnson. Alex involved in yet another crash, and then see the 46 Dylan Eberheim on the apron, comes up the track, Colton hits him, and that was a very hard hit for both drivers. Colton Harmon might be out, maybe not. Thought he was going to be out of the race as well. See the 46 Dylan Eberheim has just retired from the race. So we will have a new points leader. Is it going to be the 21 of Jacob Britt, or will a different driver emerge as the points leader? Man, oh man, this point series has been changing so much. Dylan Eberheim, I believe, is going to fall pretty far back. He did not get any stage points tonight, and now he's involved in a crash and out of the race. A lot of drivers looking to capitalize, gain some points. Zach Cronin was 393 points back. He is running in third place and got the stage win. So Zach Cronin, he could be within contention with most of these drivers. He could move up as far as about 20th position. So 20 to go. It's going to be 18 laps to go on the restart. Can we get a green flag run and finish this race under green? Or are we going to have cautions after cautions at the end of this race? Started off with a pretty big crash and then kind of settled down for a little while. And then we have had cautions, a lot of cautions. A lot of crazy stuff happening in this race. This could be one of our quickest truck races. Normally they're about an hour. We're almost done. We're only 40 minutes into this race. The speeds here, I guess, have been pretty quick. I don't know. So 1 to go until the restart. 24 Bean Weeby back on the inside line underneath the 20 of Yo Carrillo. He wasn't too slow on that restart, but he was a little bit slower than that 20. Behind him is the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Tim trying to get one of his laps back. If Tim can get on the lead lap, he would be in 23rd on the lead lap, but he would have a chance to gain more points, try to catch that 21 of Jacob Britt. So the 20 of Yo Carrillo out front. Yo Carrillo has 1 win. The 3 of Axel Zero, he is winless this season. Brew Zero winless in the Truck Series. Zach Cronin does not have a win yet. See, Brendan Hancock, he did win. If I remember right, I don't have my notes in front of me. He won last week at Bristol, I believe, or a few weeks ago. Jacob Britt behind Brendan Hancock in 6th place. 20 of Yo Carrillo going to lead the field back to the green flag. We have got 18 laps to go here at Kansas. Another great run. Bean Weeby trying to hold on with that 20, but he does fall back a little bit. Tim Zimmer right behind Bean Weeby. This time they are going to be ahead of the 3 of Axel Zero. Bean Weeby now just has to get past that 20. Here comes the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Tim Zimmer underneath Bean Weeby. He is not going to make the pass, though. Bruiser going to fall back. Brendan Hancock past him. Bean Weeby trying to get his lap back. Oh, Bruiser hard into the wall. Go back here. Oh, there's a crash. Lorelei Weeby. Damian Singletary's around. I believe that's the caution. The 18 truck around yet again. These trucks still racing. They're going back to the line. Bean Weeby not going to get his lap back. Here comes the 3 of Axel Zero. Laps are just winding down for that number 20. Meanwhile, these cars under caution now. They are slowed. That 20 of Yo Carrillo loving these cautions, trying to get another win. He won at Talladega. But as laps wind down, he does not have that long to go. Remember, if we get a caution within 10 laps to go, it will be a single file restart. That could change a lot of things. A lot of the slower lap trucks would be in the back. Should have about 12 to 13 laps on the restart. Still, a lot of drivers could be getting some of their best finishes this season. Let's go back and show you what happened with Laura Lee Wiebe. Turn 4 has been such an issue tonight. It's actually the 18 Damien Singletary, but you see, right here, it's like the wall, it just comes out. And this is where everyone's having issues. They're hitting the wall, coming off the turn. Watch this. They're 3-4 wide. Damien Singletary hits the wall. Laura Lee Wiebe into the wall. That's who the 87 of Cody Rhodes. He almost got involved. The Bean Wiebe, Tavis Haken, Jeremiah Dwayne, more than one lap down. They're not going to get their laps back. Not tonight. Both Jeremiah and Bean, they were up in the top 10 earlier in this race. Jeremiah just cannot catch a break this season. Same with Bean Wiebe. Bean not doing too bad in the Cup Series, but the Truck Series has been a horrible season for that 24. I see Tim Zimmer, Lindsay Hancock. She was put 2 laps down earlier in this race after she made contact with Brendan Hancock under the caution. They wrecked and she went 2 laps down. She's back 1 lap down now in 24th, but she is not going to be able to get her lap back. She is stuck behind a lot of lap traffic on the inside line. Callie Hancock, the 88, she has not been able to make her way towards the front because of lap cars. She has an opportunity to get the points lead if she can get into the top 10. But she's going to need a miracle to happen at this point. Possibly a huge crash with the leaders or something crazy towards the front. Logan York in 12th place. He has not had a good finish this season. He doesn't have a win. He doesn't even have a top 5 yet. Or a top 10, so that 33 truck trying to get his way into the top 10. He is 27th in points. He is one of the drivers having a great run tonight. Hunter Blade, the 98. He's trying to get toward the front. Eric Jackson, 10th place. Caleb Johnson, no, Cody Higginbotham, the number 6. He's in the top 10. He hasn't had he's had one top 5 finish, but that's it. So 12 laps to go on the restart. If we get another caution, it's going to be a single file restart. And this could definitely make things interesting. Hopefully everyone can get past the lap trucks. And then we can have a good finish with the top 20 or so drivers that are on the lead lap. Cup race is tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you can't make the premiere race, you can watch it later on YouTube. It'll be posted then. You can go back and watch whenever you want. I just figured Sunday would probably be a better night with NASCAR not having their races. You guys can get your Sunday fix. I know a lot of people are out of work right now, so if you're out of work, you'll be able to watch all the races that you want. I know a lot of people in my state are being put on lockdown, so see what happens with this whole virus thing. Anyway, 12 laps to go. The 20 of Yo Carrillo going to get the green flag. And this time, Bean Wiebe trying to get his lap back again. Bean Wiebe has a pretty good restart. He can't get underneath that 20, though. We're watching the entire field. You see a lot of drivers in the back stuck behind the lap cars. Being Weeby and Axel Zero side by side. Here comes a 51, Lindsay Hancock. She's trying to make her way towards the front, try to get her lap back. 3 of Axel Zero in second place. Will we make it more than one lap this time? Oh, no, we won't. The 13 is around the 10. The 13 upside down. The 22 involved. The 15. Tavis Haken upside down. He is flipping in the grass. Tavis Haken, hard crash. Here at Kansas, Jeremiah Dwayne was involved. So the 20 of Yale Carrillo, the race leader, we're going to have less than 10 to go. Tavis Haken on pit road. Stephen Pollard third, he was involved. He had a hard hit. Callie Hancock, unfortunately, further back in the field, 21st position. And she is going to be behind a lot of the lap traffic. Man, oh man. Logan York, he makes it into the top 10. Who was on pit road? Oh, Lindsay Hancock. So Logan York in the top 10 now. Tavis Haken's night, I think, is done. Yep, he is out of the race. A lot of drivers coming down pit road. A lot of the damaged trucks. See Stephen Pollard, CJ Williams, Jeremiah Dwayne, Lindsay. There's the 88 or the 83 of Alejandro. There might not be a lot of lap trucks between Callie and the leaders, so she might be okay. She might be able to get to the front and get a decent finish. So we're going to only have about 6 or 7 laps to go. Let's show you the reason for the caution. 13 of Tavis Haken, hard hit. He started behind CJ Williams. So they were 3 wide entering turn number 3. Tavis got hit by Alejandro into Gary Harmon, and then that turned CJ Williams around, and a 13 upside down. Didn't get too bad until right here. I think Tavis is going to be alright, though. I think he is going to be okay. Just it was a hard hit at first. Let's show you again here. He hit, well, he didn't hit too hard, actually. Oh, Callie Hancock, I didn't see she was involved. So she does have damage in this crash. She did not come down pit road. A lot of the lap trucks are behind the leaders. The 20 of Yale Carrillo trying to get win number 2. The 3 of Axel Zero, the 4 of Zach Cronin, they are very hungry for a win. Second and third place, they don't have a win yet. Look at fourth place, the 23, Brendan Hancock. He's running in fourth place. Fifth place, Gavin Jones. I don't think Gavin has a top 5 yet this season. Gavin does have one top 5, but he is pretty far back in points. He's back in 24th. He's looking to have a good finish today. Ryan Benjamin, have not talked about him much at the end of any of these races as of late. Great to see him up near the front. Ryan has 2 top 5 finishes. He might be able to get his 3rd top 5 tonight. Pace lights are off on the pace truck. 7 to go on the restart. Single file restart, all the cars lined up nose to tail. Now the leaders are going to start racing pretty aggressively up at the front. Will we have a crash? Huge crash. Or will we finish this thing under green? I think with it being a single file restart, I think everyone will be able to maneuver past these lap cars without any issues. Yale Carrillo trying to hold off everybody to get his 2nd win of the season. He would be the 2nd repeat driver in the Truck Series. Damian Singletary is the 1st repeat winner, going back-to-back earlier this season. But Damian Singletary, those 2 wins that he got earlier, the only top 5 finishes he's had this season. And Damian not in the top 5 now. I don't think he's not even in the top 20, maybe? No, he is back in 18th place. So the 20 of Yo Carrillo, 8 laps to go. No, 7 laps to go. Green flag is back in the air. Axel Zero up top. Look at the 4 of Zach Cronin. He's going to go down low, try to take second place away. Bean Weeby gets pushed up to the top of the track. Brendan Hancock trying to hold off that 50, who is a lap down. Zach Cronin in second, now going for the lead here at Kansas. Zach ended up winning the stage. He has made his way back to the front, battling for the lead. Here comes that 23 of Brendan Hancock. Brendan has 1 win. He would like to get a second win today. A lot of contact further back. Bean Weeby almost got turned around by Ryan Benjamin. Up at the front, though. The 20, I'm sorry. Yo Carrillo still leading this race. Brendan up to second, trying to take second away. The 4 of Zach Cronin, he is going to hold Brendan off for the time being. Brendan's going to fall back in line. He is third place, this time by 5 to go. Gavin Jones making his way towards the top 5. Well, top 3 drivers now. He is in 4th place. Everybody continuing the race pretty well. I think lap trucks are pretty much off the pace, and they're not going to be a factor at the end of this race. Somebody is on pit road. Who is that? That's the 83 of Alejandro Rodriguez. CJ Williams coming down pit road. Battle for second. Here comes the 23, Brendan Hancock. He gets past the 20 of Yo Carrillo. Actually, the 4 of Zach Cronin right now is the race leader. So Yo Carrillo falling back to third. Here comes Brendan Hancock off of turn number 4. He is going to try to take the lead away. Zach Cronin holds him off for now. And now battle for second. Yo Carrillo trying to get past Brendan. They're battling for second. Here comes the 3 of Axel Zero. A lot of battling late in this race. The 4 is Zach Cronin. Hoping that these drivers continue to battle, but no. Brendan Hancock going to hold off Yo Carrillo. Trying to make his way to the race leader now. Zach Cronin does not have a win. Second and third place, they both have a win. Yo Carrillo back underneath Brendan. Brendan trying to hold off Yo Carrillo. They are catching Zach Cronin. 3 to go. This time it's going to be 2 to go when they get to the stripe. Brendan Hancock still holding off the 20 of Yo Carrillo. Brendan now has caught Zach Cronin. Axel Zero has caught Yo Carrillo. Brendan Hancock down low. He is going to look for the race lead again in the tri-oval. On the front stretch. 2 laps to go here at Kansas. I think he's going to have the preferred line. Brendan Hancock now below the race leader. Brendan to the front. Yo Carrillo now battling for second. Zach Cronin going to fall back a few positions. Yo Carrillo up to second. Can Brendan hold off that 20? Here comes the 3 of Axel Zero, trying to get his first win this season. Off of turn number 4, Brendan Hancock going to get the white flag here at Kansas. 1 more lap to go. He just has to hold off that number 20 of Yo Carrillo. Yo has led a good bit of this race. Brendan Hancock trying to become the first repeat winner. The 10 of CJ Williams in front of them. I don't know if he's going to be a factor. They're going to catch CJ pretty quick. Where does Brendan go? He is going to go up top. And CJ Williams is going to hold the rest of the field up. But out of turn number 4, Brendan Hancock made a great move past the 10. He is going to win the race at Kansas. Brendan Hancock, second repeat winner here in the Truck Series. So Brendan Hancock win number 2. The 21 of Jacob Britt falling back to 6th. Brendan Hancock might be the points leader. Brendan Hancock, an amazing move in turn 3 on the last lap. Almost hit the 10 of CJ Williams, but CJ went down low, Brendan went up high, and that gave him the win. Logan York getting a top 10 finish. He has not had one of those, I don't think, this season. Let's show you Brendan Hancock's last lap move. Let's actually first show you from Yo Carrillo's point of view. So Brendan catching the 10 of CJ Williams. He is a very slow lap car. I mean, look at this. Almost makes contact with CJ Williams. Everyone else slowing down. Brendan Hancock, that was so close. Aggressive move on the last lap. He did not want to lose the race. I mean, so close to hitting that 10. I don't know how he did that. Stephen Pollard, Lindsey Hancock, Tavis Aiken, Jeremiah Dwayne, they were all out from that final caution. So you see the final results there. Cody Higginbotham, I think he just had his career best finish. Zach Cronin, he had his career best finish tonight. First top 5 for him. Ryan Benjamin finishes in the top 10. Cody Rhodes, Logan York. Man, oh man. What a wild race. And we just cleared the hour mark in this recording. I think this might have been our shortest race we've had with as many cautions as we had. So let's go ahead and show you guys the points after race number 9. 5 more races remain. We'll be right back. So the points after race number 9. New points leader Jacob Britt to the front. Dylan Eberheimen back in second place. Third is Brendan Hancock with his second win of the season. He is only 55 points back. Axel Giro 97 points back in fourth. Tim Zimmer falling back to fifth. You see Axel, he gained 10 positions, which is pretty good for him. So he is up in the top 5 now. Gary Harmon falling back. Let's see, Yo Carrillo up to 10th place in points. Top 10 drivers, 138 points back. So the points now starting to close up with 5 to go. Still a lot of drivers that could possibly be in contention for the race, or for the points win. Zach Cronin up to 24th with his finish. He went from 31st to 24th. First top 5 for him. So the points, pretty interesting. Dylan Eberheim in his second DNF of the season. He has fallen back to second. He lost about 100 points, but still he is in the top 5. First 2 drivers in points, they do not have a win, and then Axel Zero does not either. Tim Zimmer and Brendan Hancock both have a win. So, very interesting. We'll have to see what happens. Next week is going to be Chicagoland for the Truck Series, and then we go to Daytona night. So, next 2 weeks we'll have races, and then the Truck Series has an off week, while the Cup Series goes to Richmond. And then the final 3 races for the Truck Series is the Roval, ISM, and Homestead. So 3 completely different tracks, and the points are probably going to change in the last 4 races pretty drastically, I would imagine, starting at Daytona. So we'll see. We've got the Cup race tomorrow night at Kansas. And then, like I said, next week we go to Chicagoland. The week after that is Daytona. The Cup Series has a race every week now until the end of the season. So, we will see you guys tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the Cup Series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this race. Sorry about the lengthy absence that we've had from this, well, from both series. This month has been kind of weird. A lot of stuff going on, so I don't know. We're hoping we can finish the last few races without any more interruptions. As always, if you go to the website, allstarracingseries.mn.co, you can find more info there, and usually I post any delays that we have in the video. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Cup Series. Have a great night.